Since this weekend is the Mexican Grand Prix, I want to give a brief overview of the track. The track is known as the Autodromo Hermanos Rodrigues, named after the brothers Ricardo and Pedro Rodriguez, who were the most famous Mexican drivers at the time. Their father pitched the idea of the track to the president, and he liked the idea of the attraction. It held its first Grand Prix in 1963 and has been on and off the calendar, returning most recently in 2015. The drivers travel 71 laps around the track, which contains 17 turns and 3 DRS zones, at a breathless 2 kilometers above sea level, the highest elevation of the tracks on the calendar. Sector 1 starts at the checkered line and finishes along the second long straight before turn 4. The drivers travel along the longest straight of the track, which contains the first DRS zone, before entering the first turn complex. Turns 1 through 3 are referred to as Ese Moises Solana, or the Solana complex after Mexico's third F1 driver. It is composed of 3 nearly 90-degree turns before the second longest straight of the track. This straight contains the second DRS zone and finishes at the end of Sector 1. Sector 2 runs from turn 4 to between turns 11 and 12. Catching the tail end of the previous DRS zone, drivers enter the left-right chicane of turns 4 and 5, referred to as Ese del Lago. Quickly following is a tight hairpin turn of 6, which used to be known as La Rodeo, but was renamed to Recorte Rebaque after F1 driver Hector Rebaque. This turn is deceptively tight and can be compared to Monaco in difficulty of passing. After a short straight comes turns 7 through 11, which make up a complex called Los Eses, which is a difficult sequence even though each turn looks easy. The left-right-left-right-left bends require a very balanced setup and absolute precision on the part of the drivers. In between turns 9 and 10 is the first DRS detection zone. After turn 11 is another short straight and the start of the third DRS zone, which carries through to Sector 3. Sector 3 spans from between turns 11 and 12 to the checkered line. Still occupying the third DRS zone, drivers enter the almost 90-degree turn of 12, named after Adrian Fernandez, before heavily braking towards 13. Turn 13 is a hairpin that quickly connects to the chicane of 14 and 15, which contains the second DRS detection zone. This leads into the curved 90-degree turn of 16, which flows into turn 17. Turn 17 used to be known as Peraltada, before being renamed after Nigel Mansell, and is a high-speed, banked corner that allows for lots of overtaking action before exiting at the checkered line. And that's a brief overview of the Mexico City Grand Prix.